Hi guys, it's me Karen, and I've come to you today to show you a box that I received today. Now, I was contacted by Ethan from the Coloring Lamp and asked if I would like to try out one of their products. The Coloring Lamp does a great job of making lamps for the coloring community, or anybody who likes to color, basically, and likes to have a lighting effect with their coloring. Now, what they have done is they have collaborated with a bunch of artists, and the artists have submitted pages for the lamps. And what you see in here is the box that was sent to me. So it has the lamp base in here, a light bulb, the kind of pieces that go with it. Now, along with this came a little letter. Now, they're going to be doing a Kickstarter for this product here. It's a little letter that was thanking me for being interested in their project. And they hope that I enjoy coloring the page. I picked a page here, so it'll be fun. This is a prototype that has the components that will be updated when they are ready to sell this stuff out to the general public. Like I said, they're going to start a Kickstarter first, and you can get information in that. I will leave a link for that and their page in the description box down below. So we have the bulb base here. This will be a much nicer piece when they, I have a letter here that I'm reading. But right now what this does is it slides under here. The light bulb will be sitting in this little block probably. You put the light bulb in, and the feet and the top, and then this is the picture that goes in it to make the lamp. Okay. It also says that the feet, right now we have these little plastic feet. They will be replaced with something else. We have little magnets that click onto the sides that hold in the thing. They are coated in white right now. They will probably make those, and they're a little different. And they will also maybe make a little top for the top of the lamp, is what this all says. The lamp, or the light bulb here, has got a little controller so you can change the colors. So when it's backlighting your page, you can have it change from reds, greens, purples, blues, all that kind of stuff. We'll have to read about that. But they will also come up later with an app for your phone, so you could be sitting down and pressing the button from your phone. That is what they are thinking about doing and fixing or doing later in their product line. Okay, got that done. So, light bulb in here, and the little remote here also. So it has lots of buttons on that. Yep, on, off, changes red, green, blues, and white lights, and it looks like it has timers on it. So I'll have to figure that one out later. This is how it's packaged in here with this heavy duty tape, which rips the cardboard. So you gotta have to be careful with that. Got a little bit of this too. Well, I'll just take this out. It's sticky up. Okay, put that aside. I'll get this out of here too. And I'll get this one out. There we go. Okay, so this is the base. It is made out of wood, wrapped around here. They have a little magnet piece here, and you'll have a magnet that drops onto here. These are the little feet that you can put in different areas so you can have it sitting up off the ground. Don't want to lose that, so we'll keep the little feet there. I'm going to move that aside and move this one. They have two locations for the magnets to hit, here and here. Put those aside, and this is the picture that I chose to color. Move this box out of the way. Okay. If this is going to spring open when I do this. Come on. Well, let's see if we can even get the tape off. Okay. Yes, it is. All right. So, sorry, did not mean to hit that. So here we have the picture. This is on a plastic sheet, so it's shiny on this side, you can tell that, and matte on this side. You'll have a place that's at the bottom and at the top, and those will be covered when you put the lamp on to these areas. So if you wanted to test out any mediums, you can test it out on the bar on the top or the bar at the bottom. And this particular page here is done by Tobias Illustrations. So we have a lion here, we have a kind of a mandala type area here where we have giraffes inside of this area, and then we have the giraffe here. We have little friends. We got little lions going on the outside here, and a bunch of decorational pieces that we can have on the outside. Okay, and along with that picture we have this one. Can either go this way or this way. I'm not sure which way it goes. This one is a shorter one. If you notice, you can actually almost see the sides of this. So if you wanted to put it together in the lamp, it would make a shorter lamp on it. So I don't know if you can see the top and the bottom, but they're pretty close here. So not as quite as big as the last one I showed you. And a really nice design done on the same with the shiny on one side and the matte on the other. And I'll set that one over here. And then these are from Emily Illustrator. These are huge, by the way. I'm going to have everything falling off my desk. Okay, boom. Okay, so we have the bird page, and you have flowers, butterflies, and like this macrame type design coming down on that side. So the two birds and more flowers over here. And if I can set that back over here without it falling. And she also has this beautiful Oregon beach. And then all the aquatic animals that are out here. So that is really pretty. I believe she's doing this one on her channel in a live stream. I'm going to move that onto this side. And let's try to get you a measurement on this. I don't have my tape measure up here. I will try to do it with a measuring stick. That's 12. That's 12. So they're about 14. 12 and 12 is 24. Plus another 28 or so. I don't know. I'm giving you a very rough thingy. There's 12 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're about 16, 18 inches tall. Like I said, the tops here, this bit is covered with the lamp part, and the bottom has the same thing. And I have water on this one, so don't mind the two little dots. They will dry. You have a bit down here too. Now, a lot of these here. These are not quite 2 inches deep, so they will cover up not quite 2 inches down at the bottom and up at the top. And these are the little magnets that we have here. You have the little white piece here, and this is the magnet that you'll be using when you put the picture inside, and it will snap it closed like that to keep it secure. These are made out of, it's like right now, they're like a cardboard tube with a veneer of wood on the outside. So if you didn't like this particular color, you could probably stain that to your liking or paint it. And let's see, what else can I talk about? Oh yeah, because they go on feet. This holds the cord. So, thump goes something else. You're going to be putting this cord down in here, so it'll hold that little bulb up like that when you have it all put together. And I will show a picture of that when I am done coloring. The reason I put this one here is I'm going to color this one. And I don't know if I can get it all in camera. Oh boy, I'm going to try, but I don't think I will be able to. So Ethan has got a Kickstarter that is for these lamps. It's going to be run, and I think the last time I heard it was going to be running in early August for the Kickstarter. And then the lamps will be going on, hopefully, cross your fingers, sale October or November. And I heard something about them might be selling the pages. Turn on some lights here so you can see the picture better. You can see the mat underneath it coming through. Oh, what was I saying? Selling the pages first before the lamps are coming out, so you can get a head start if you wanted to color some of these. Now, I got a little more water there. Drinking tea. The sheet here itself, it's not really, oh, how do you say this? It's not like paper. I'm going to make sure it doesn't have any dust on it right now. Get all that off. It's more of a plastic sheet. Like I said, the back side is plastic, and it's heat resistant, so when your light bulb is in there, you're not going to have any problem. The texture on here and the way that this works, I've done a lot of little testing on my other page that I have. Let me grab that and I'll show you what I mean by using the bottoms of these as testing grounds. Boom. Okay, this is the lion and the giraffe page. So over on this corner, these are water-based, all of them, water-based medias. I use the Karen water markers here. I used, this one here is the Crayolas. This is the Artezas water brush pens. I'm trying to remember what I did in yellow. I think that was just a plain watercolor I put down on it. These are, I got them all out here. No, this one, no, maybe. One of these is also highlighters, because I have highlighter pens. I know this is a water base. It got all bumpy. This one here and this purple over here are Distress inks. And this one was the Prima watercolors. The only problem that I have with the paper when you're trying to use different types of media on here, like the Distress ink did not work too well. When you put the media down on the paper, it kind of, it's there, it doesn't move, it doesn't glide, it doesn't, like the watercolor, you have to either move it in a nice smooth effect, or you're going to get these little lumpies, and you can't go back over it. It's there, it's stuck, it's not going to move. You can't get it to blend after you put it down. It seeps into this and it just kind of stays where it's at. Now the Distress ink, I had problems with it, so that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to use it. Let's see, we can put you right there. So what I decided to use, and I'll show you when we're using it, we're going to be using these are zebra highlighters, midliners. I will have a little bit of the Crayola Super Tip washable markers. I have a set of 50. I might use some of those. I have that one. I have the Arteza water brush markers, which I tested out and I kind of like those. They're the cheaper version of the let's get this box, come on. These, the Karen Brush Marker Pro Set, which are in here. They'll work the same. These have got a nice array of colors, so I'll probably throw some of that in there too. Why not? We're testing it. And I have a Tombow blender. I thought I might try to see if I can't get something to blend, but we do have some really tiny, well, I wouldn't call them tiny, but smaller detail work in this page, so it's probably going to be a little easier to get some of these pens to work in those tiny spots. The big spots are the birds. Like I said, this is my hand and that's the bird. It's bigger than we're normally doing in our color books. In fact, I'll get a color book. Let's see, we can get out a Hannah Carlson book. Everybody kind of knows what those are. So way down here in the bottom, I mean, we're covering just the birds. Hello, marker. And then you almost have a color book, almost 2 color books here. So you're 2 inches shy of 2 of these tall. Okay. Now, when you put this together, it goes into a circle in your lamp. Boom. Like that. So it's a tube. They'll probably touch about somewhere in here. Probably match up pretty easy. I'm not sure. I haven't put it together yet. But when you're coloring, one side's going to be the back, one side's going to be the front. So I figured I'm going to start on the back side in case I goof up. So we'll start over here on this section. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get all of this in the camera, but I can tilt the camera so the pen won't be in the way. All right. So we're going to start probably up here in this section. Like I said, this is kind of a macrame tied thing, so maybe we can do that in a tan or brown coloring. Sorry. This is going to be fun. Hopefully. I have no idea what color these are. I have not used these very often. So we're just going to get out the colors on the tips. Use a scrap piece of paper and figure this out. So how are you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. This is just cardstock, so I can figure out what color these are. It's kind of a oranger color than I would prefer. We want to go in the brown range. That one's decent. That one's kind of goldy. I haven't used these, and that's really brown. Do I have a light color? Yeesh. Okay, we won't use those. But this one. That one might work. And those look yellow. Maybe we'll go into the Karen colors here. These are actual real brush tips. These are like nibs you would have on your Copic markers. I don't use Copic that much. I have a set of the skin colors, but I like that one. Kind of a tan is what I'm going for, so let's start off with that. It's going to be a nice light color. Okay, so I'm going to, are we at the top of the page? Say that these are like the stitch lines. We're just going to put some of that in there. When you're putting down the color on these pages, it'll look one way until it dries, because it's the water that's inside the pen. You'll notice those will start to dry up. I'm just going to run this around here. Now, what's nice about this page is it also is a repeat pattern across the top, so you can get it doing one thing, and if you like it, you can do it all the way across, and hopefully we'll like it. So I'm just going to go down the whole little thing here. And that's like a little knot. I don't know about that part yet. We'll have to figure that one out. We will find a darker color here. That's too dark. Always nice to have a test paper. You don't want to test on this. That's a little green. It's too orange. Talk about being prepared, huh? That one might be a little too dark. Just want a little bit browner. Normally I would water these down, but won't do so good in there. Let's that's an orange. Let's go into the Crayolas. Let's see what we got in here. Do we have like a light brown in the set? Yeah, that'll work. Caps don't click on the back sides. Okay. So we're just going to take this and we're going to put a little of that in there, and then I'm going to move it with my finger if I can. If I can't, we're just going to put it on one side. Yeah, it doesn't really move. So let's see if we put a little more of that on there. Oh, that's the wrong color. There we go. And we'll just do that going on up. We'll do it on both sides. I'm just gonna go up on this side so I can get a feel for it. Like I said, we're doing this on the back side first, so I can work on the front side a little easier when I get the feel for the paper. Seriously, okay, my cat's decided to come in and crinkle on some paper down there. So, I'm going to cap these for a second and get him off. Hold on. Okay, back to what I was doing. Okay, we'll go back down to the bottom of this one and work up on the other side here. Okay. Let's see, we need to go down this one. I don't know if you can see at the top up here. It's got a nice squeaky feel to it. Okay, that's one. Let that dry a little bit and see what it does. Gonna kind of turn it at an angle here. We need to get up here and we need to get down here, but I'm not sure what to do up there, so why don't we get out some greens here and do something with this. I think it's a pansy. Okay, I got some greens from Arteza. We have green tea and crocodile green. Green tea is the lighter color, so we're going to put that down. And Just kind of lay it in there. While it's still wet, we're going to put a little bit of the crocodile down on the base here. We have a little string hanging on that one. There we go. Okay, and just remember it's going to dry a little lighter. These work really nicely in here. So we'll do a little bit of a dark one here. Pull it out, put a little light. Right over it. And we'll do these little guys. The only thing you have to keep in mind on doing this page is it's going to be backlit. So whatever you're putting on the top, you're going to see it shine through from the light bulb in the back, which is fun. It'll be really pretty when we get back to that part. And just get these leaves done. I should probably do the leaves on the other side, just so I have them all done the same way. There is another plant over there. There we go. And see how much lighter they got when they dry, which is cool. I like these pens on this paper. So, pansy. Okay, we've pulled out a bunch of colors here. We've got some in Crayola, some in the Karen markers. The Arteza doesn't really have much in purple. And we're going to do it in like a yellow center with some purple in it. Oh, these might be leaves too. I should have colored those. Oh well, we'll get to them later. Kind of darker purple in the background type thing. And Crayola only has a couple of purples too. So we're just going to play around. We're going to put the yellow in the center here and just kind of pull it out. And up in this area a little bit. and over here. Now the only thing is you cannot use anything that is opaque. So like if you wanted to lighten these in white, when you backlight it, it will be black because the paint that you're using is solid, and it will show just the blackness of the light. So you want to keep that in mind when you're doing one of these kind of pictures. You want to make sure you have translucent everything. There's yellow in there. So if you want it white, you leave the paper white. But you can't get a white edge there, and so you have to want to change some of your colors that we're used to using. This is, I don't know, because these don't have color numbers on them, but it's a light purple, and I'm just going to kind of bring it in here from the edge. And we'll bring it down in here. And it's a lighter color. Kind of give that petal a little bit of a shape here. Okay, we'll do that to all the petals. Usually I would be turning this, but our page is too big. I don't have that much room on my desk. So I'll just be turning my wrist here. And I'm pretty sure these are leaves of some sort, so we'll get the greens back out and color those in. Okay, and we'll add some of that back here. Also keep in mind, I don't use markers very often, so those of you who do probably color these a little easier than I am. Okay. All right, that's our base. I'm going to bring in the darker of the two purples. Really sure if that's dark enough, but I did get out these two, so we have a plum and a lilac, but these are darker. So we're going to darken this one. Going to blur some of that if I can. Okay. Just gonna throw a few little dots in there. And then this one, which was just a little lighter, what was it called? Had a name. Plum. Okay, then we're going to bring in the light one again. Okay, if that is what we're going to get, I'll take the lightest purple I have, and it has a little bit of a red tone to it, and we're going to throw a little of that in there. There we go. That's just a highlighter. Now, if you're wondering what this is going to look like, I brought a flashlight, which is going to be pretty bright, and I'm going to put it behind the light here, or the flower, and you'll see what it looks like with the light underneath it. So we have that. And we have a little bit of the white coming through. It may not look great when it's not lit, but you can have your lamp both lit and unlit, and we want it to look good in both lights. So that's what that looks like, and then our rope area here is what that looks like. So Boom. Butterfly. Cat hair. Pens all over my desk. Oh yeah, we have to do this green. What did we do the green in? The green leaves here. So these two colors, the lighter green first. The darker green. And I think I put in a little bit of this Crayola green here. All right, flower done. I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if I can get a little of that erased and put some water drops on it or something. I don't know if I can, so we're gonna see. Nothing else, it'll help blend those colors together. Took a little color off, but it won't put in water drops, which is a shame. It would be kind of cool to have some. Yeah, maybe it will. Just a little bit. Well, that was a try, but that's okay. Let's see. We got a flower. We got some of that rope there. We have a brown branch to go in here. Let's find a place to put those. Grab a cup of tea here. Okay. Now the butterflies. We have two butterflies, but we have two birds. The birds are going to be blue and kind of a reddish color here. We have another little flower coming up here and another little flower here. We actually have three butterflies. So if we have a purple flower here, we're probably going to make the flower on the other side some sort of purple, just so we can bring the colors around. So our butterflies, we want to decide what color we want them, if these guys are going to be blue and red. Just a little cohesive going here. I don't know, maybe I should color the birds and then we can go from there. Hold on. Okay, bird. I've got a bunch of blues, light blues, dark blues, a really dark blue in the Crayola. So they are Arteza and Crayola on the bird here. This one is ice blue, so it's the lightest blue we have. And it's pretty light. It's almost a green blue. If there's any in here at all. Let's see. There we go. And we're going to put a little of this under his beak here. A little up here. A little over to the eye. What color? A little bit of this going in this direction. And a few of them in here. A little bit on this side. Just bring some of that down. We're also going to bring this up over here. And this one up over onto this side. So we have a V going on here. Okay, then we're going to shadow a little bit on these feathers. Okay. Go in with a lighter blue. I just have to figure out which one's the lighter blue. That's darker. Okay. Our lightest blue. Gonna get a tiny bit onto his beak, not much. Bring up some of this. Exaggerate that line a little bit. Just come outside a bit. Blue of his wings. Down here on his tail. Can you see the whole tail? I don't know, but we're going to go down here too. Bring that blue up. I'm not going to worry that I went out of the lines. I'm going to put little dots around him anyway, so it's not a big deal. A little bit up in these. All right. Darker blue. Maybe not that dark yet. This one. Okay, we're going to go around his face here. We're going to redo his eye a little bit. putting little feather fluffles in here. We're still going to go over it with a lot more colors, so we're just putting in some. Okay, darker color. There we go. We're getting there. He's going to be a bluebird. Gotta find some more blues here. I want a lighter blue, but I don't want that blue. So we have a light blue in this one. Highlighter. Just a nice blue. Then we're going to go back over it with the lighter blue. That is not the lighter blue. Now we're going to get out a dark, dark, dark color. Let's see, we've got the real dark blue in the Crayolas. Just putting a little line down on these. Some markings on the feathers. And then we have some striping on the tail. Kind of goes all the way up. Okay, we're going to get that black. Should still be transparent. And we're just going to accent some things like his eye. Of course, his beak. I have no idea what this is going to look like with the light behind it. But he looks kind of cool, doesn't he? Just gonna add little dots for shadowing and to cover up all my boo-boos that I put out here. Throw a little in here too. Then we're going to throw the flashlight behind here and see what it looks like. Okay, let's see. Can't flash that at you, so I have to flash it behind and under. I think he looks kind of cool. Okay. Let's see, might do a little work up here just to get those little lines not so bright. So we'll add some medium colored blue dots in there or something. What do we have here? Yeah, you're medium color. So we'll just add some dots up here and bring them down. So we don't have such sharp lines there. Okay. Lift that up. Perfect world, I'd add some white into the eye, but I mean I can, you're just not going to see it. So what I'll do is I'll put a little white in the eye in the black area. So you'll see it when it's off and on. Oh boy, I don't know how long this video is, so let's hold on for a moment, please. Okay guys, I think I'm going to have to call it for today. Hour and 15 minutes. So when we come back, we will, you know, do some more of this. It's going to be taking a while. So he turned out rather kind of cute. I wanted to accentuate these little feathers up here a little more and just kind of bring them out. So I'm going to kind of bring out a darker color there, cover up that line a little bit. And then the little dots will come out on that with some lighter colors. And we'll just diddle and fiddle with everybody. Wishing I could bring in some white, but I know the effect of that is not going to be good when you turn on the light. So we will leave that out, and I can't take any color out of this because once you put it down, it's stuck. Something to remind you of if you wanted to have whiter highlights. I will show you with the flashlight if I can find the flashlight again. Yes. What everything looks like with the light behind it. Okay, so here is our bird, and that's what he'll look like with the light behind him. Okay, our little flower over here, that's what that will look like. And of course our little tiny bit of rope we've got going down there. So in the next one, we will finish up the other bird here and do some other little tidbits like one of the butterflies or something. Hopefully it won't take an hour and a half. Anyway, that'll be it for me today. I hope you guys are enjoying. This is going to be a beautiful project when it's all finished and done, and I will be showing you that at the last installment of this little series. I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye now.